After a disappointing 2-point loss to USC, the Sun Devils would once again lose in dramatic fashion, this time a 1-point loss to the UCLA Bruins. If you're driving around Chandler tomorrow and you see a gas station selling gas for $1.99, it's not a mistake. This Chevron here at the corner of 56th and Chandler will be reducing their prices for Customer Appreciation Day. Following the indictment of 4 police officers yesterday, the president of the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association is now calling for the chief of police to step down. With the passage of Prop 203, the state health department is now scrambling to put together a policy for medical marijuana. Patients should expect to be able to purchase the product in mid to late summer at best.
I love music. I love collecting the music.
The needle drops, the music starts, and the party gets going, courtesy of the one and only
DJ Freshmaker.
Jason Emanuel, better known by his stage name DJ Freshmaker, has been cutting it up and getting the party started in Valley clubs for nearly 3 years.
You are the ambassador of a good time.
Through networking and a unique style, he has built up a reputation as a premier DJ in Phoenix.
He's a people's person, so he's able to connect with the crowd. He's able to actually reach the crowd on another level.
DJ Freshmaker grew up in Chicago and went to school in Tallahassee, 2 areas that are known for unique styles of hip-hop. He mixes in these styles at parties to create a sound that most Valley residents haven't heard before.
So when I come into the place, I like to break new records, regardless if they react to them and go crazy or if they don't react to them at all.
While many may think of DJing as simply playing a song, Emanuel feels it's an art form.
That dance floor is a blank canvas, and the crowd is your paint, and the music, that's your brush, and you can splash them.
He is currently working on his 4th mixtape, which aims to expose people to the newest music out while also raising money for earthquake relief efforts.
The mixtape thing is really my passion, making sure to get those fresh artists out there.
DJ Freshmaker hopes to encourage others to be individuals and feels music gives him that opportunity, one spin at a time. For Newswatch, I'm Andrew Bovin. The Sun Devils' homecoming isn't for another week, but for junior safety Eddie Elder, the road game against Cal is a homecoming. Elder grew up in Sacramento, and many of his closest friends and family will get to see him play as a Sun Devil for the first time.
Oh man, I got a lot of family and friends coming. For years now, I really didn't play in front of my family because the distance, but it's really close to home.
The road to this point wasn't easy for Elder. After not having the grades to play D1 football, Elder was supposed to be just another mistake in the JUCO ranks.
A person's standpoint from a JUCO player, he's a mess up. That's why he went to JUCO, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to be one of those players.
At 5'10", 186, Elder's also built more like a corner than a safety. He plays with a scrappy mentality, which helped him earn Defensive Player of the Year for California Junior Colleges last season.
Yeah, I mean, my dad, he always told me that the littlest people he knew was the hardest hitter, so I carry myself like that. You see safeties right now that's big but can't move, can't tackle, can't cover, you know what I mean? Size really don't matter, you know what I mean? It's what you bring to the table.
With the extra motivation to prove the stereotypes wrong, Elder improved his grades and signed with the Sun Devils last spring. When Elder stepped onto the field for the first time as a Sun Devil, the nerves were running high.
Yeah, I was excited, but the nerves was terrible.
Elder had an interception and a sack in his first game, but since has been an up-and-down player.
He's a little slack right now. He's kind of taking a step back. He started the season really strong. Eddie's a good kid. He's worked hard, has playmaking skills, which we need.
For State Press TV, I'm Andrew Bovin. In the heart of downtown Phoenix, one can find a barbershop straight out of the old school. This 5th-generation barbershop has been a staple in downtown for 9 years and has been the place of choice for many, including the mayor of Phoenix. You can get a haircut and a blow dry, a shave, and even have your shoes shined, something you just don't see anymore.
It's very rare now, but it's a dying art. I'm from St. Louis, the old school shoe shine era, and I brought that to Arizona with me, and it's been working well because a lot of people are not used to getting the old school shine.
Through all the laughs and smiles, the downtown barbershop provides a sense of community in the middle of the 5th largest metropolitan area. Many of their customers work in the surrounding skyscrapers and businesses, but despite the convenience and all the extra perks, what keeps the customers returning is the top quality haircuts. At the downtown barbershop, hair is a passion.
A lot of shops, they just do it fast and they let them go if it's one long, the other one is short. They don't care. We care. That's why we're special.
The downtown barbershop also offers a discount for ASU students. Many students at the downtown campus have discovered it simply by word of mouth.
And this was kind of the place that everyone downtown was talking about to go to.
They currently have a sale for newcomers, as they always look to welcome new clients to what the owner, Eddie, says is the best barbershop around. For Newswatch, I'm Andrew Bovin.
Tackled by number 50, Lawrence Guy.
Very rarely does a player in Lawrence Guy's situation make it. The junior defensive tackle suffers from attention deficit disorder and dyslexia, a brutal combination for football players. Despite the disorders, Guy is one of the premier defensive tackles in the Pac-10 and boasts a 3.41 GPA from last spring. Due to his performance on the field and in the classroom, Guy has been named one of the quarterfinalists for the Ronnie Lott Trophy.
I believe I earned the award. All the things I did, all the things I proved and achieved in my lifetime, I feel like that award is like meant for me.
Guy was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder when he was 3, but wasn't diagnosed with dyslexia until he was 20 because his high school did not test for it.
When I finally found out, everything clicked, why certain things was harder for me to learn, why I had to learn a different way.
While it can be hard enough for one in Guy's situation to succeed in classes, it can be just as hard on the football field. Collegiate players spend countless hours studying plays and usually take 2 to 3 weeks to learn a playbook. For Guy, it took 3 months.
We would go home, kind of go through the plays, had a playbook with us, and then on the field, we would rep them like over and over again, just so he would have it down. It's hard enough just as for me to memorize everything on top of schoolwork, and so I congratulate him for overcoming that.
In his spare time, Guy mentors children with disabilities, hoping his story can inspire them.
I enjoy seeing the kids' face. Like, most kids think that nobody else is out there like them, or nobody's been to the struggles they have. And when I tell them my story and everything I went through, you can see the expression on their face. It's like, that's what I'm going through. Like, I understand what he's talking about, and if he can make it, I can make it.
For State Press TV, I'm Andrew Bovin. In one of the craziest games of the year, ASU traveled to LA to take on the USC Trojans. ASU would score on a 4-play opening drive with this touchdown pass to Jarrell Robinson. The Sun Devils would take that lead into the second quarter until Matt Barkley would take the Trojans down the field and connect with Mark Tyler on this 15-yard touchdown. ASU's offense would falter for the rest of the first half as Stephen Threet was sacked 3 times in the half and would go into the locker room down 14-7. The Sun Devils would take their opening drive of the second half to the USC 28 before Threet would be intercepted by Malcolm Smith. He would rumble 74 yards and put the Trojans up by 14. The Sun Devils would answer right back as Jarrell Robinson would go up at the top and grab this one, hauling in his second touchdown of the game. And the scoring frenzy would be on. USC would answer with a drive of their own, capped off by this 22-yard catch and run by fullback Stanley Havili for a Trojan touchdown. With USC up by 8 and driving once again, Barkley's pass would be tipped and intercepted by Omar Bolden. He would take it all the way to the house and bring ASU within 2. Minutes later, the Sun Devils would score again as Jamal Miles would take a swing pass into the end zone, giving ASU their first lead since the first quarter. The touchdown would put ASU up 33-29, and in a questionable call, they would attempt the point after. As fate would have it, the PAT would be blocked and returned all the way for a 2-point score. With just over 3 minutes in the game, USC's Joe Houston would nail this 29-yard field goal after missing 2 short-range kicks earlier in the game. The Trojans would go up 34-33. With desperate times calling for desperate measures, Cameron Marshall would hurdle a defender and rumble ahead into USC territory. 2 plays later, Threet would run for 9 yards and put ASU in field goal range. Kicker Thomas Weber had struggled all year with field goals, and this night would be no different as he would hook it right and USC would hold on for the 1-point victory.
About as crazy as they get. I mean, it was a back and forth seesaw football game, play here, play there. I mean, you can think of 1,000 things in a game like that that made a difference.
For State Press TV, I'm Andrew Bovin.